You're watching JAG TV.
Hey Jags, I'm Davis Nichols.
And I'm Antonique Flemings. We begin our news this week with the topic of budget cuts.
Yes, as many of you know, the Blue Springs School District has cut down the field trip outside of our district. With further information, here's Jessica Canaday.
Thanks, guys. Some of you may know that there's been some budget cuts, so that affected a little bit of the field trip money. And I'm here with Mr. Bubalo to talk to him about it. Now, Mr. Bubalo, because of the budget cuts, can you or can you not take field trips like outside the district?
Well, actually, we've come up with several guidelines, and this was district-wide, okay? So had started having meetings last spring, and activities directors and principals at both high schools and the freshman center had to find a way to cut budgets for transportation, and of course field trips were one of our items of discussion. So our basic guideline in order to save money in the transportation area was that there would be no field trips outside the school district for at least the 2010-2011 school year while we're in this budget crisis. So that's our main criteria. We have made some exceptions to that if the field trip is really for a competition where a group of students are competing so that they can win a state award or a national award.
Why did the school decide to make budget cuts?
Well, there's kind of an economic crisis out there. And in terms of state funding for public schools has been cut drastically over the last 12 months. We're not out of that particular mess yet. There's probably going to be more cuts. So I think the school district has done a really good job of trying to look at all of the areas that we spend money in, and field trips, extracurricular activities, that's just one of those areas.
How did the a cappella choir get to go to New York next year?
They're going to New York in April, and one of the things that we had to decide as we looked at a variety of cuts was whether to cut all trips out or whether to allow groups to go to national competitions or even state competitions. And so what we've tried to do is preserve special events or state events or national events for groups as they come up. So that was the category that the choir fell into. It was a really nice invitation, one of those things that doesn't come along very often, and so we decided to go ahead and let them go. That decision was made at the district level, not really at the school building level. Another example of that is DECA. DECA goes on 7, 8, 9 overnight trips during the year. We've cut those back basically to overnight trips where they're competing for DECA awards. And so they aren't going to go to Chicago, they're not going to go to Florida, usual trips that they take, but they're going to go to their state competition in Springfield. And of course, if any of the kids qualify for a national competition, we'll allow them to go to national competition too. So it's one of those things where we've tried not to cut out all trips, but a lot of them have been cut, and that's tough for everybody. It's just one of the things that we've had to do in order to make ends meet financially.
Well, thank you for letting me ask some questions.
Thank you, Jessica. Now, a lot goes on in our school that we students do not know about.
That is true. Let's go to Jordan Bowen, who's standing by in our newsroom. Jordan?
Thanks, Davis. One homeless night is tonight at 10 p.m. in the South parking lot. Earlier this week, I got the chance to talk with Seth Flynn and Rebecca Dorsch. Let's take a look.
Homeless night will be Friday, November 12th, and we are going to be staying outside all night long, no matter what happens. Just kidding. But we will be outside, and we'll be staying in cardboard boxes and living the homeless night and having activities and other simulations that'll help us understand what it's like.
One Homeless Night is a service project that Senate and NHS and sophomore reps are doing. We're teaming up, and basically we are living outside for an entire night, and it kind of raises awareness about homelessness and raises funds for homeless teens in the Kansas City area.
And next week here on JAG TV, we'll have more details on One Homeless Night. Back to you, Antonique.
The funds collected will be going towards teen homelessness in the Kansas City area.
Yes, that is right. Stay tuned next week for a complete view of how the fundraiser turned out.
Now in sports, a lot has happened. For example, our football team season ended last week at Rutgers. Great job to the boys on a great season. Now here's Taylor Burton with more on JAG Sports.
This week was a big week in sports. We had 2 students sign with Division I colleges. Rebecca Clark signed with the University of Oklahoma for gymnastics. Rebecca had family and friends here to celebrate the accomplishment. Other South student that signed was Logan Spall. She signed with Virginia Tech University, where she'll be playing softball. Logan also had family and friends here for the accomplishment. In other sports news, Samantha Nightingale won the Class 4 state championship this past weekend, posting the 3rd fastest time in the history of Missouri. Let's hear what Samantha had to say about the accomplishment.
It feels alright. I mean, it hasn't hit me yet, but I'm pretty sure that it'll start hitting me soon.
That's it for this week's JAG Sports. Back to you.
Do you need some community service hours, or are you just interested in helping the community? Then Youth Corps is for you. For more information, contact Ms. McGowan.
Poinsettia plant sale. The Freshman Center is growing poinsettias in the greenhouse. This makes a great gift for anyone to receive a plant. Please contact Morgan Payton at 816-810-960. Now here's Jesse Howe with this week's Man on the Street.
This is Jesse from JAG TV. I'm going to be walking around today asking people about what they think about the new Harry Potter movie coming out. How much do you love Harry Potter?
I love Harry Potter so much. So much. Boom.
So, are you excited for the new Harry Potter movie coming out?
I'm so stoked.
This is on. All right. What is your favorite thing about Harry Potter?
Magic.
Okay. On a scale of 1 to G. Willikers, how excited are you?
Oh, G. Willikers, bazinga!
That's so corny. What's your name? So, Harry Potter's coming out next week. What's your favorite thing about Harry Potter? If you could be in any house, what house would you be in?
Hufflepuff. That's Hagar.
Do you read any Harry Potter? You? Anything about Harry Potter?
Ronnie the Bear.
What movies do you like? You don't like any movies? Don't like good movies? What do you think about Harry Potter?
I am not a huge Harry Potter fan, but a lot of people like it, so good for them.
Are you a big Twilight fan?
I am. I do like Twilight, yes.
I see. Okay, bye. I'm not going to talk to you now. Big Twilight fan, can't talk to Twilight fans.
Iron Man. The Power Rangers.
We're talking to people about Harry Potter. You want to say anything about Harry Potter?
I am super excited. I cannot see the one that comes out this month until the other one comes out, because then I'm going to freak out because I'm really OCD.
I like your green jacket. I like your green sweater. It's Dakota Fanning.
Is it Dakota Fanning?
It's Dakota Fanning.
Is it?
Got words.
Andy's just stern on
Okay. What about this? It is
Leonardo DiCaprio and one of his many harem women.
It's one of the scenes from Titanic.
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah. Devin, what's your favorite Harry Potter movie?
Probably The Prisoner of Azkaban.
What movie did you see?
The first one. They fly around green playing soccer.
Wizard soccer.
Wizard soccer. Quidditch or something. Quidditch.
As that's just what a few kids at South had to say about Harry Potter. And don't forget, Harry Potter comes out November 19th at theaters near you.
Thank you for watching this week's JAG TV, and don't forget to check out our website at bssdradio.net.
Recently, we celebrated Veterans Day, and at this time, we recognize our veterans who work here at South. Thank you for your service here and for our country. We will see you next week.